The worst part of my day, worst part of every day of my life, is when I have to put on my socks. Putting on my socks is the worst part of every day. And it always will be. Even if I have a terrible day in the future where my grandmother is murdered by my other grandmother. If that ever happened to me, the worst part of that day will be when I put on my socks. But if I had to put on my socks, that means here's what I have to do. I have to get my hands past my pointed toe. I don't even know how I do it. I'm sitting here, I don't know how I do that. It's because it's like folding a bowling ball in half. And as soon as I start, I can feel I'm pushing all the fat up into my vital organs. And I just feel all the systems failing. Beep, beep, beep. And I have to try, I have to lay on my back like an 8-year-old and go like this. And I start passing out. And I know other people's lives are hard. I know. I saw an interview on TV with Michael J. Fox. And he has Parkinson's. And he was describing brushing his teeth. He said it takes him 2 hours a day. And he said it's agony. And I saw this and I thought, okay, that's hard. That is hard. And so is putting on my socks. Sorry, Michael. Doesn't make it easier to know about your thing. Tell you what, I'll help you brush your teeth. You help me with the socks.
And I can't believe in Illuminati and the
I've seen the outtakes. They're hysterical. It's like watching old Cannonball Run footage. The Illuminati.
Come on, man.
That takes too much work to get the dollar bill just right to make it look like,
if we're gonna rig 9/11, why would
you have to use that language?
Rig. Why would we go all the way back to the dollar design and go?
That's a lot of.
We gotta get this.
That's a lot of organization.
Okay,
that's a lot of patience.
What good would it do us?
Why the fuck?
And why wouldn't they have done it a lot earlier? Because look, we got the dollar bill set. Let's do this immediately.
Why is it? I knew it. Copious on the dollar bill.
Now I got to pull out a buck.
A black guy trying to read Latin is about as sad as
Get your dollar bill out your fucking spit.
Shit, I only got hundreds. Damn. And no surprise, I have no money, so I'm kidding. Yeah, okay, got nothing. All right, let me see. Here's a dollar.
What the fuck is this
towers
shit
on fire thing?
Yeah, how do you do the towers on fire thing? It's some kind of...
I don't know how to do it.
It's like origami you got to do.
You need a mad fold-in. It's the front.
The mad fold-in. Oh, yeah, you do this. Is it the front? You got the front. Oh, right, because his hair is smoke.
And then the frame around it.
It's trees.
Trees.
The frame around his head is looks like a tower if you fold it right.
No, it's not. I think his head is the smoke.
Fuck, man.
You forgot how to do it. You don't know how to do it.
Google. Oh, there it is. There, look. Right there.
Oh, yeah, you got to fold it in a triangle.
Fuck on, man.
Wow, look at that. It's a 20. First of all, it's a 20.
Oh, it's a 20.
Yeah, you idiot. Patrice, go knock one of them over the head and grab one. Oh, it's a 20.
Dude, look at that shit. That's nothing. That's nothing to you. That's somebody figured out.
Why would we do that? Why would we do that? What's to be gained?
Because like the honorable
The fucking back of a 20 was designed like a million years ago.
Yeah. Exactly.
Why do that, Patrice? Just to go na.
Like the honorable Reverend Wright said.
You think we designed the 20 and then to make that picture, and then like 100 years later somebody designed the Twin Towers to match it.
There it is. It's burning.
And then
look at
there
that.
it is.
You just fucking take a look at that.
Two towers, one's taller than the other.
That is fucking. What kind of coincidence?
And let me see.
What the fuck? What kind of coincidence is that?
Let me see. I can't see. No, I'm not going to hand it to you. I can't really see. I know you'll take it. Get out of here.
That's nothing.
I needed cab money.
Anthony, that's nothing.
No, it's a coincidence. It's
The world is.
I'm trying to think of how someone might have come up with it.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're right. That is quite the coincidence.
Why?
Like, who said, hey, you know, if you fold it...
And then why, right after 9/11, did that happen? Why do I know how to do that right after 9/11?
Dude, if someone did it before, now that would be
If somebody did it before, then that'll be better. At least you go, oh,
better. Look at the towers burning.
Dude.
Oh, and then it happens, and then you'd be like, "That who was that fucking guy?"
They did this years before 9/11, and people went, "Ah, it looks like nothing. Oh well." And then one day, people were like, "Holy shit! It looks like the tower's burning."
Listen, man.
I'm gonna try to invent something. I'm just gonna take a pen. I'm gonna try to fold it up and show black people rioting.
Louie, I am begging to half of you.
Yeah.
Please. I'm begging to you.
All right. See, you got to give white people more credit than that.
Okay, look, I want to show you the back of a 10 folded the same way. It's the towers again.
No,
if you fold any bill like this, the towers are going to be burning.
Okay, then that even makes it more scary.
I'm making a hairy out of my dollar.
Right.
Just give me a few minutes here.
Hairy pussy.
I'm going with 70s Earth Mama Muff.
What
If
happens
you look
to
at
100?
a 20, just look at a 20 for a second, the front of it, just unfolded. And look at Andrew Jackson and the collar of his jacket.
Oh,
It
shit.
looks like a woman's black legs, and he's like diving into. And she's got little white panties. Look at it. Do you see it?
Oh yeah, I see it.
They're like two knees up in the air, and he's about to dip down and see the little white panties right above the word Jackson.
You ever do the thing with the butter?
He's
The girl
eating
with
a
the
black
butter?
woman's pussy.
The little Indian girl that's on her knees.
You can make a pussy.
With the butter?
Yeah.
No, you make tits.
I mean tits.
Like she's holding the butter like this, but her kneecaps, because she's kneeling, you could fold her kneecaps up to her chest.
Yeah, why would they
as
do
a
that?
kid, that was almost jerk-off material.
I'm not gonna, this is dismissive. I can't allow this.
Oh,
you can't marginalize the Illuminati, man. It's there. There's
I'm
no
gonna,
reason.
All right, where's the
Let's
owl?
fold 100
Hold on, where's the owl,
and see what happens.
Huh?
Where's the owl, and what does that mean? Where's the owl?
YouTube.
On what
YouTube
dollar
the
bill?
Illuminati, please.
What dollar bill is the owl on? On the one?
I gotta find out by looking at this.
There's
Yeah,
supposedly
he's
a
something
small
with the
owl.
Illuminati about the owl.
A small owl somewhere. Where? I see the eye above the pyramid.
All right, you fold 100, you get nothing.
Huh?
You get like a bad shave job on a
Yeah.
It looks like.
So where's the owl? Come on.
Where is the yeah? What's this with the
Hold on,
owl?
we get
Why
ready
does the
to-
owl mean so much to the
it's-
Illuminati?
It's old evil, man.
Where's the
Owl? Since when the owl's evil?
that
it's
little
on
blob
there.
is an owl?
Hey, thank you, Mars.
Of
What?
course Mars would know.
What's the matter?
Because he's down, but he wants to keep his job.
It's a minority thing.
Come on, Mars.
What is
you know
it, Mars?
about the Illuminati, don't you? Sit down, Mars. Fuck that shit.
All right, what's the Illuminati, Mars?
Help us out.
Don't get nervous, man. Fuck that. I'll give you a job fixing my computer.
No, actually, I want to see a little crack happen in this window, and Mars just collapse in his seat
Look at this.
as
Just
blood
look at
comes from his
why.
head.
Why is that? Why? That's the devil pentagram, man.
So what does that mean?
That's devil worshiping
That the
pagan
star,
shit.
the star has been a part of this country for many years. Part of the flag, obviously, and part of a lot of symbols.
Part of devil worship.
And
More
it's,
devil worship.
he's saying the pentagram is
Look,
just huge.
pentagram.
But
Pentagram. Pentagon.
Yeah, the number 5 is a little hard to avoid. It's right between 4 and 6. It's
Don't
the
you,
fucking
okay, here's the pyramid.
Pyramids.
Well, look at this. Is all symbols
Illuminati,
of the Illuminati.
eyeball.
On a dollar bill.
Yes,
Why?
because these are all shapes that are very
You
useful in
believe in Illuminati,
architecture.
right? You believe it, right?
These are all.
Moss,
There's a
wait a
reason
minute.
why we keep people use
Moss
pyramids.
believes it. Moss believes
What
it
is
too.
the Illuminati?
It's the
are
it's
they?
the silent bunch of white guys like Masons and shit like that.
Right.
They're not
That-
silent. They're ruling
they're-
everything
they're the-
openly.
Yeah, but they're
And are hurting
ruling-
black people for profit. Every day. Why are you looking for secrets? There's no secret.
Just like
People are kicking your ass with
Nicolas Cage's movie, they made it to make fun of it, Disney fun out of it.
Right.
But it's real.
It's so
evil
again.
shit.
It's black people putting effort in the wrong area.
Look at Lucas is one.
Trying to
So
uncover that.
you think that the founding fathers set something up that has continued all throughout these years and
Secret shit.
gotten stronger?
It's not fucking torches. They go to
And it's based on white people staying in power?
Absolutely, and they kill. They have you know.
Can I ask you something though here?
What do they say
Please.
when they kill white girls, virgin white girls?
Jesus
Fun.
Fun. I was waiting for somebody.
I hope no one catches
How come
me.
the founding fathers, this was before the Civil War and the Emancipation Proclamation, so there was still slavery. Black people weren't even, it didn't even look like they were going to be in charge of anything, or even come close to being in charge. So why would the founding fathers put in place something to keep the black man down when they were
I don't
already...
think it's made to keep the black man down because it makes everyone suffer. It's not just a black thing. It's the master master plan
but again,
to make white people think certain things. It's the quiet war. That's what the pyramids are. It's the masses. It's the eyeball is over the masses.
The pinnacle.
Why are you hide from everything, man?
Why are you folding $20 bills? When
I didn't fold $20
the Bush and the Bin Laden family are business partners, and they brought down the towers like right in front of everybody, and then I mean, there's no secret.
Are you trying to
silly?
Is this some kind of magic sarcasm? I believe it, motherfucker. You don't even need sarcasm. It's like I believe it.
It's like somebody walks up and punches you in the face, and then you go fold the dollar and go, I think this guy's trying to get me with this dollar.
There's no white people here. Not one that believes that the towers might have been brought down on some old creep. Not just Arabs.
Not one. Look at that.
That's how you know it's the Illuminati.
I believe it, but it's got nothing to do with the Illuminati.
Look at this shit here. Look at this one. The devil sign. Look at the devil sign, and look at this shit. Look at what the fuck? That's Robert Bush. Why?
They're all doing the devil sign, the rock and roll devil sign.
Hello, sir. Hello. How are you, devil? Hello. Good to see you, devil worshiper.
There's a montage of various politicians, and they're doing that rock and roll devil horns with their finger and pinky.
How many now?
Look, come on, man.
How many now?
Back to CNN.
Shit.
Fuck the owl.
The front of the courthouse.
There you go. That's what you do to black people. Oh, your owl.
No,
this.
your black people are up to something a little more interesting than the Illuminati right now.
The front of the courthouse is starting to look like someone dropped a cricket in front of the
Yeah.
All right, the Illuminati.
All right, back to the Illuminati.
Is what's with the devil horns though?
What? The devil.
What is that?
It's the devil.
Like Dio invented that. What is he in charge of? The soundtrack?
The Illuminati?
No, because they're gonna get to the
Listen how crazy he's. Listen how crazy he's going. Why'd you stop?
All right, I'm going again.
All right, here we go. Now we got a building.
There's a lot of pyramids. Okay, now look
at the dollar.
What's in the corner. Is that an owl?
Wait, what the fuck?
Was that an owl in the dollar?
It's a slow dissolve to a goat devil.
All right, show me the owl.
I'll start with
Holy.
Oh my
God.
God, an owl. Where's the owl?
Why is there a baby owl on the dollar bill?
Maybe to keep people from counterfeiting it. To make a detail. What do you want? An X on a piece of paper?
What?
Here, it's 100.
No,
take my word for it.
That's called that's that they do on it. The lines and shit.
Etching.
Whatever.
All right, what's up with the owl there, Patrice? What does that mean?
I don't know.
There's an owl.
Another question.
Shit.
It turned
They're
into a
morphing
building.
owl faces into everything.
Where's the owl?
There's the owl. Okay, it's sitting there.
It doesn't even look like it.
Uncle Sam looks like a devil goat.
Where's this dumb owl?
13 bloodlines for a very long time. The world has been controlled by the same 13 bloodlines. Is that true? Carry out their evil agenda for the New World Order. They operate through secret societies like Skull and Bones, Bohemian Club, Freemasons, the Bill, what? Jews?
There are just a few there. Remember.
Tony Blair?
Yeah.
Gordon
Brown, David Cameron.
What?
I told you. I've been telling you about Walker.
Saddam, well.
I've been telling you for years. I've been trying to tell you about
That
Herbert.
Skull and Bones is pretty.
Yeah, Clinton was a Skull and Bones.
Yeah.
He was. Clinton and Bush were both Skull and Bones. Both the Bushes and Clintons
Means
were
nothing to
Skull
you,
and
does
Bones.
it?
No, of
Nothing
course
to
it
you.
does. They each other in the ass and then take over the world. That is what they do.
Okay.
They do weird grease up your asshole and put things in it in front of
That's
other
what
guys.
I think.
But again, the movie is set in a really rare era. It's meant. I think he's taking these 1920s social mores and applying them to modern rich people. I don't think that it felt or the movie was claiming in its aura to innovate that at all.
Mm-hmm.
You can't innovate that idea. That's not a new idea. It never could be. It put it in a new context.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think what Kubrick did with his movies was he would take properties and literature and just say, I don't care about this book. I'm going to make a movie I'm going to deconstruct this, make a movie based on it.
Mm-hmm.
He had this very specific idea about cinema. I had read somewhere that the idea behind this movie was let's make a porn with a high Hollywood couple, like a couple that's, with really big stars.
Mm-hmm.
I heard somewhere that was the idea, a fine art, fine film porn starring really big, high caliber actors, which is why they got those two because they were married. Whores that that overdose on bathroom floors don't lie in these poses, with the perfect breasts and these painted onto a bathroom floor from an overdose. It's weird. The whole movie's weird. I mean, maybe Kubrick had access to prostitutes that were like real, what do they call it, GF, girlfriend experience, to the point where you're like, wow, this woman's really into it, but no. What do you recommend? His fucking card, he keeps giving people his card like he's a cop, like in Barry Lyndon, Mr. Lyndon, he has fired his shot. Do you want to fire your shot? Yes. It's just like that. And then so is this, I dreamt that I fucked a man. Well, no, but then she says she's upset. Mm-hmm. But then he challenges her and he says, you woke up laughing. It's not, she says that. And by the way, I've done that when I've told a girlfriend about a dream where it's something that I'm like, she may not like that I dreamt this. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I'm sharing it with her, but I'll pretend I was upset in the dream. I mean, when people tell dreams, they usually rewrite them. She wakes up laughing. That's true. In a cruel, and he points it out to her. He says, you weren't crying, you were laughing. And she's conflicted. Then they stand in FAO shorts and talk about how dangerous that was and how their marriage is so fragile. It's like, it's very bourgeois, it's very, look at these people with all this money and maids and stuff, and she had a dream and he walked the streets. It's not flaws. It's just he doesn't understand the world, but he tried. Right. And the wrongness of the tone of that scene creates a sense of it makes the movie what it is to me. I go, what are these streets in New York City? And what part of the villages? I forget the names of the streets are really strange, like James Street or something. And it doesn't quite add up. And it's like a drunk, a person inside of a cell in a mental hospital telling you a story he doesn't even remember what the world looks like anymore. And that's just what it is. It's not good. I'm not saying it's a really good movie. I'm saying he didn't get it wrong. It's consistent. I think he had lost grip on his tools at that point. I will say that. I don't think he had, the thing about Kubrick was just that he was weird. He was a weird dude. However, I don't watch Eyes Wide Shut over and over again. I don't. A lot of his other films I do.
We have bad thoughts. Hopefully everybody has a competition in the brain. Good thoughts and bad thoughts. Hopefully they win. The good thoughts win. I have both. I have like the believe the good thing. That's the thing I believe. And then there's this thing. I don't believe it is there. It's a business. And then this thing. It's my brain like of course. But maybe.
I'll give you an example. Okay, like of course, children who have nut allergies need to be protected. Of course. We have to segregate their food from nuts, have their medication available at all times, and anybody who manufactures or serves food needs to be aware of deadly nut allergies. Of course. But maybe if touching a nut kills you, you're supposed to die. Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. Jesus. I have a nephew who has that. I'd be devastated if something happened to him. But maybe, if we all just do this for 1 year, we're done with nut allergies forever. No, of course not. Of course, if you're fighting for your country and you get shot or hurt, it's a terrible tragedy. Of course. Of course. But maybe if you pick up a gun and go to another country and you get shot, it's not that weird. Maybe if you get shot by the dude you were just shooting at, it's a tiny bit your fault. Of course, slavery is the worst thing that ever happened. Listen, you all clapped for dead kids with the nuts. For kids dying from nuts, you applauded. So you're in this with me now. Do you understand? You don't get to cherry pick. Those kids did nothing to you. Of course, slavery is the worst thing that ever happened. Of course it is. Every time it's happened. Black people in America, Jews in Egypt, every time a whole race of people has been enslaved, it's a terrible, horrible thing. Of course. But maybe every incredible human achievement in history was done with slaves. Every single thing where you go, how did they build those pyramids? They just threw human death and suffering at them until they were finished. How did we traverse the nation with a railroad so quickly? We just threw Chinese people in caves and blew them up and didn't give a shit what happened to them. There's no end to what you can do when you don't give a about particular people. You can do anything. That's where human greatness comes from, is that we're people, that we others over. Even today, how do we have this amazing microtechnology? Because the factory where they're making these, they jump off the roof because it's a nightmare in there. You really have a choice. You could have candles and horses and be a little kinder to each other, or let someone suffer immeasurably far away just so you can leave a mean comment on YouTube while you're taking a shit. Thanks a lot, folks. You guys are great. Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
No, the song, and the song I picked off of iTunes or whatever and threw it on for the sake of the, you know, for just to have something to hand in as a complete thing. And then John Landgraf, the guy who runs FX, when he saw it, he said, I think Louie fits into it. And also, I didn't know I was going to call it that. I just did that as a thing. And he said, I think Louie fits in. I like the opening. I like the song. He took it as the way the show's supposed to be. And then I needed to go get, then I needed to go get this song, Brother Louie, which was originally recorded by a band called Hot Chocolate. Mm-hmm. And then it was re-recorded by the Stories. And so we went after it, and our legal tiny department, and they said they would give us, there's the publishing and then there's the recording. The publishing is the actual, like the song lyrics and the arrangement, and that costs us, we pay $5,000 an episode for that, which for us, $300,000 show. That's a lot. That's a chunk of our budget.
Wait, is that the publisher and the artist have to get the same thing? I think that was a way to prevent.
Well, some people own both separately. The master recording is a different group of people, because actually we pay Hot Chocolate for the publishing, or whoever owns their publishing, because they wrote it. But the Stories version is the one that we wanted.
Okay.
Because of that guy, Louie, Ian Lloyd, that singer. The Hot Chocolate version is like 8 guys going, Louie. Yeah. It's not as fun. So we recorded our own version of it. Reggie Watts was a comic. He did the music for the first half of the season. And then we didn't have enough to finish it with, and we did it with other people. But he arranged and recorded the music for it that we did, which is almost identical to the Stories version. I think it's a little better. It's just a little nicer. And then we did a version where he sang it, where Reggie sang it, and it didn't work. And we tried to think of another way to create that sound, and we couldn't. I was in the studio with Reggie at like midnight, because all the music on this series, I do it with a group of musicians. It's all original music.
Wow, Jesus.
And but when we were doing the theme song, I was like, how are we going to do this? And then I thought, well, whatever happened to the Stories? Like, whatever happened to the lead singer? So I went on the internet, and I Googled Ian Lloyd. First of all, I Googled the Stories. I don't know who the he was at the time. And I found a YouTube video of him doing it on American Bandstand, and Louie. And so I Googled his name, and Ian Lloyd is just a guy living in New York City, and he has a band. It's his son's band, but he's like sings. Jesus Christ. And so he's got a little website that he obviously hadn't updated since like 1989 or something, and there's an email on it. So it's like midnight, and I write a Hail Mary email. Hi, I'm a TV producer, and I want to hire you to do a job. Write me if you're interested. And the next morning, I wake up to an email. This is my current email.
Please,
this is my phone number. And he gave me his phone number. So I call him up, and he's the greatest guy in the world. And he's just happy to still be singing. Yeah. And I kind of asked, sort of carefully, do you still have the pipes to do what you did on the song? He said, sure, I do. And I told him, look, here's the thing. Oh, because the song, when we went to try to get it, it was like $20,000 an episode they wanted for the recording.
For the recording of it,
They wouldn't back down, and we can't afford it. So I went to Ian and I said, can we just hire you as a singer for a day? That's all I can really afford to do. I have no money for this show. And he said, well, I need you to pay me enough that I don't want to kill myself. He said, basically, I'm happy to do this for you. I just need to have some self-respect, So I offered him some money, and he said, that's fine. And he showed up. It was one of my favorite experiences ever on the show, because he was such a good guy, and he remembered how we recorded it. He remembered there's a couple of tracks, and he harmonized with himself, and he helped us with it. And the only thing, I had him do it exactly the way he did it in the original, and his voice is a little older, but I like it that ours is a little different. And also I asked him to say, instead of Louie, you're going to cry, the second time he says, Louie, you're going to die. I just asked him to make that one change, which he did.
Wow.
And he nailed it. So we have a version that zero people believe is anything but the original Stories version.
Without having to pay
that money, which would be going to Ian Lloyd. Unfortunately, he probably himself.
He fucked himself over.
No, and I felt bad because when I did Carnegie Hall, I had this idea to have him sing live to introduce me. And I thought that would be so cool, and he'd go crazy singing Carnegie Hall. I'm sure he didn't see that coming in his future.
Yeah.
But the people at Carnegie Hall, if you do music, they charge you like you're the symphony orchestra, they get like you're the Philharmonic. So I couldn't afford it, but they printed the programs that says with special guest Ian Lloyd on my
collector's item.
But no, he's a great guy, and
Goddamn,
but there's been people on the internet that are like, this can't be the Stories version because it says you're going to die, and I have the Stories version. I've listened to both back to back.
They don't notice the daughter change, but they notice that fucking shit.
Yeah, that's could you have him sing live if you had a recording, or is it just if music's being played? If you had the music taped?
Well, at that point, I wanted to have like a little combo band, and then they said that would cost a lot, and then they said, well, you could do it with playback, and then I said, well, I just don't want to do it. So you just called me out on a lie. I really just kind of backed out on hiring him. But I never told him I was going to hire him.
For comparison, we got the original.
Oh yeah, okay.
Right at the hook, the Stories version.
Little slower. He's a little grittier now, a little more in his voice.
All right, and then
what made you think of this song for the show? Thank you, Luke.
Danny, you got the other one?
Buddy.
What?
Oh, you want me?
No, yeah, you got the
the original from the Open.
From the Open.
Louie, your version's way better.
I think
you really updated it.
Let's see. Here we go.
My bad.
This opening is from the Hot Chocolate version. They open this way. The Stories version is more 70s stringy in the beginning. Yeah, there's more strings here. Yeah. It sounds almost like...
sounds good.
What's the guy who did Fred is Dead? Fred is Dead.
That's what I said.
Yes, like that. Who is that guy?
Was this a popular song?
Yeah, it was a hit.
Oh, it was a big hit. Okay.
Curtis Mayfield, I think.
Curtis Mayfield. The music is a little Curtis Mayfield.
Wow.
That strings.
Wow.
Louie.
I always thought that I thought that was the original lyric.
No.
Until right this moment.
Doesn't exist in the original.
That's fucking...
Yeah.
Your version's way better.
I love him, this crooning singer saying, "You're gonna die. You're gonna cry."
What a great anecdote.
Yeah, usually those back scenes things are boring. That was a pretty good one.
very
that guy over.
Man, you totally
him over with his help.
You so fucked with his help.
Yeah.
He has horrible representation.
He would start getting checks from ASCAP. Right. They'd be coming every time the show is on. Netflix.
Every
DVD, boom, boom. Instead, he got a day rate.
You had such a great experience with the guy, but you
No,
over.
I owe Ian Lloyd. He's a good man. I always get emails from him when he's in town and stuff.
Put him in an episode.
He's a good man. No, I'm going to. He also wants to act, too, so I'll put him in something.
How old is he?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Black or white?
50s, white guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Scrawny white guy.
Yeah.
With a voice. Nobody has that voice. I mean, that's a testament to what he did. That in 30 years later, I couldn't find anybody that could replicate that sound. There's no white guy.
That is amazing, yeah.
No, what is that?
Yeah.
What kind of, it's not soprano or something. It's just
heroin.
Yeah.
Oh, that's him right there?
Yeah.
Hey, he looks all right. Hey, listen,
he's awesome.
Why don't we take a break?
Fishing captain.
Louie, you going to make it to the end with us, or do you got to go
Yeah,
somewhere?
I'll hang around.
Okay, good. Louis C.K.
You were just doing gigs last night. You're going to Tyler Perry's and Chuck Lorre's doing the thing. You're touring, doing that part of the job.
Yeah.
The night of, I'm a comic, so the night that you knew that they were going to shoot Bin Laden, you're doing comedy.
I was pretty funny, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, is there some trick that you can share with us all of how you just sort of focus in on that? Is everything that immediate to you that you can compartmentalize that quickly? Or you just know that you have to show up and do the job?
Yeah, look, because you're a performer, you know this is true, and you're friends with a lot of comics.
You like comedy?
I love comedy, and
who are your guys?
Well, Pryor was an early one. Yeah. Dick Gregory when he was really, on the edge. But I love all. Seinfeld's a whole nother different type.
Yeah,
Louis, I know is a buddy of yours.
Yeah.
I love
Louie.
Yeah. I think Louis is terrific.
Oh boy, he just made his life.
No,
he just made his life.
Mean, he's wonderful in such a self-deprecating but edgy kind of way. I mean, and basically good-hearted even when he's saying stuff that's pretty wrong.
Yeah,
but you can there's a goodness about him that comes through. But look, I think that
Louie C.K. everybody.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hi, everybody. It's nice to be here. Nice to see you all. It is. It's nice. It's funny to see you all here because I f***ed all your mothers. So that's weird. Isn't that a weird coincidence? I f***ed all your mothers. And here you are. You're not mad, are you? Did you all get together because you're mad? They liked it, so don't worry. You shouldn't be mad. You should want your mother to enjoy herself. So I was talking to a friend of mine, and he used an old expression, and he said, yeah, well, it's a double-edged sword. When people say that? I don't think people should say that anymore. Because I don't really relate to it that much, because I don't have a lot of swords. And everything is a double-edged sword, too. Like, nothing isn't a double-edged sword. It's like, oh, I'm going to Vegas. Yeah, well, that's a double-edged sword. Because you could win or you could lose. Hey, the football game was on. That's a double-edged sword. Because football is fun, but then something else is too when you're not watching that. Even single-edged swords are a double-edged sword. You cut something with it, but the other end is kind of flat, doesn't really cut well. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. That bit is kind of Seinfeld-y, I think. And then I try to make it mine by doing it clumsily. That's how you modernize comedy. You take any bit Seinfeld would have done and just make it sound like you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And then you sound clever. You ever feel like you're gonna fart and then instead you shit on your father's face? And everybody on the bus is like, hey, that's not appropriate. And you're like, I thought it was gonna be a fart. And they go, oh, all right then. I'm a little tired of all this terrorist alarming and the terrorist hatred, all this anti-terrorist. You know, terrorists are just people who like to murder other people. And what the fuck is the big problem? Seriously, I think that they become victimized in this country because those are their religious beliefs, and they have a right to them to murder people. Because here's the thing: what do they do that's so bad? They kill people. Who the fuck? Well, so what? What's so great about people that they shouldn't be allowed to murder them? Like, I was really thinking about that. Like, so people die. Yeah. I don't know them, so I honestly don't care. And if somebody, what if somebody you knew died? Well, that would be sad, but then there's the other side to it, which is I'd get to act sad and people would be worried about me and really concerned about me. You know, like when you were in school, did you ever have when you were in school, when you were a kid, like fantasies about your parents dying so that you'd be really special in school? Like if your parents got killed, you'd go to school and they'd make an announcement, Joey's parents died today, so everybody, and all the cute girls would come up and go, are you okay? And stuff like that, which would never happen. They'd just walk up and you go, I'm still not gonna f*** you, you faggot. That's what would have happened. And that would have I would have jerked off to that and had a better time than if I them. Seriously. To me, jerking off later to a cute girl saying that to me after my parents died, like the brutalness of that would have gotten me off better than that stupid Fuck her. I don't need her. I have no idea. I have no idea where this is going. But here's the thing, people dying, look, people talk about like, don't eat dolphins when they're in the tuna. Pick out the dolphins, right? You gotta pick it out, like raisins. But like, you ever go to shop for tuna and like it says dolphin safe and you kind of go like, yeah, but like somehow you think it's not going to be as good. Like, I want to do the right thing, but it's probably kind of bland without the dolphin. But here's the thing, like, why not kill and eat a dolphin? Why not? Oh, because, well, I don't get it. If you're a tuna, you, we're eating you. So I don't really see the difference. And I think it's wrong to eat tuna and dolphin and cows and everything. But I eat them. I eat them all. Because I don't care that it's wrong. I totally think it's terrible, but that's not important to me that it's terrible. So what if it's wrong? It tastes good. And I like the way it feels when I eat it, so it. But I'm not going to pretend I'm doing something that's okay just because it doesn't think or something. So when I think about that, I think, yeah, so people die. What's the big deal? They're dead, and some of them might have been assholes. You don't know. All right. So I think the terrorists back the fuck off. They get it. They get we don't like them. I think that's what they would say. If they could make a statement, okay, we get it, yes, blah, blah, you hate us, fine. Jesus Christ, you guys. With the terrorism this. Okay, move on already. You actually seem sort of offended that I'm doing an accent. That's what's funny to me about this. Is that everything I've said so far, you happily laughed at. Be like, that sounds stereotypical. I'm not sure it's cool to laugh at that. That sounds like a stereotypical guy. Anyway, it was a Mexican accent, so. And I was talking about a Mexican terrorist, so fuck you. Because you didn't even know what you were being offended about. What other terrible things to defend? All right, rape. It's not good to rape people, right? It's not okay to rape people. But what about Jews? Oh my God, did I say that? That's horrible. Here's my question. It's not okay to rape people, and I totally think that you shouldn't rape people, and I don't rape anybody. Anybody. But when does a person become a person? Like, if you rape a fetus at 3 weeks, it's not really rape, because it ain't a human yet. So it. It right in the hole. Who gives a shit? I don't even think people would mind if you walked up and raped their fetuses. Sorry, it's not a kid yet. Don't worry about it. Enjoy, please. Don't rape me. But if you have some way to rape my embryo, have at it. No, I don't think that there's any good reason. You could have a reason to rape somebody. Like, say there's somebody you want to fuck them and they won't let you. Then what else are you supposed to do? What other recourse do you have? What are you gonna not fuck them? That's absurd. I would have raped Hitler. Like, if I had a time machine, I think that the two things I would have done would have been to erase my daughter and raped Hitler. Because I don't think it would have been enough to kill Hitler. I think if I raped him, he would have had no balls to do all the shit he did. He would have been just kind of depressed all the time and sitting on the floor of his shower crying with holding his knees and stuff like that. And a guy who does that can't have the focus to take over the world. So I think I would have done some. And also, I wanted to fuck Hitler, seriously. I think he was hot. I seriously was attracted to him. I used to fantasize about his brush mustache sort of tickling my balls. I don't know how that would work logistically. He's there, but then he'd have to... I guess if we were 69ing, then his mustache would tickle my balls, but then that wouldn't really be rape. 69, you can't rape people into a 69. Anyway, I gotta go. Thanks a lot. Good night.
I was on the subway platform one time, standing on the platform, waiting for my train, and I look over, and there's 2 rats, and they're on the platform. Never saw that before. 2 rats, and I watched them. Because you can watch rats fuck, it's not a big deal. You don't have to go like... You can just totally watch them like this. Anyway, I watched the rat because I was curious how they do it. There's nothing surprising about how they do it, by the way. It's not like she's on top going, It's a pretty standard rat. He's on top, smushing her into the pavement, and she's like... So I'm watching him. I mean, I didn't miss my train, just like while I was there. Because I was curious. I wanted to see what it's like when he comes. That's what I wanted to see. I realized he's gonna come at some point. I want to see what it's like when a boy rat comes. Like, is it just a biological thing? Just like, meh, and then he leaves? Or is it like, oh, shit? Is it like an orgasm? Ah! I told that story to a friend of mine, and she said, well, what about the girl rat? Why don't you wonder how she comes? Why don't you empower her and ask yourself about her orgasm? What are you, crazy? Girl rats don't come. There's no way that when rats fuck, the girl gets to come. Because he's not holding out for her. He's not that kind of dude, you could tell. He doesn't give a shit. He's gonna come and leave. He doesn't even know her fucking name. He's not sitting there like trying to wait for her and trying to think of things to keep from coming, like giant garbage bags with no food in them or whatever. And even if he did, she's on a subway platform in front of people. She's not gonna be able to get to that special place inside, that quiet place within herself that girl rats need to find so they can have their orgasm. Because I know what girl rats need. I know how to make a girl rat come. I do. You just pick them up and you hold them upside down and you just...
Of all,
and I think I'm getting worse as a person. Because as you get older, you start finding out. Like, let me give you an example before I rented a car a couple weeks ago in Los Angeles. Had the car for a few days, and then when I went home, I had to drop the car at the rental place. You know, you got to go to the rental place that's off the airport. Give them the car, give them your thing with the mileage. You got to get on a bus and then go to your terminal and check in. I was late and I was worried about missing my flight, so I knew I had no time to do any of that. So I never did this before. I just drove my car right to the terminal and just left it there. And I got I didn't even go on the plane. And once I was on the plane and I had a little moment, I called Hertz and I said, hey, listen, your car is sitting out in front of Terminal 4 and the keys are in it. So that's where it is. And the guy's like, you can't do that. You have to return it to this location and then get... And I go, well, I didn't do that already. And it's a movie I like. And now I'm leaving California. So if you want your car, you need to go to that place where it is. Matt Damon. And he was like, oh, Jesus, man. All right. We'll get it. And that was the end of it. And I realized I could do this every time. Every time I rent a car. Because of course they want you to do all that. But if you don't, they still want the car back. They're going to send a dude. So the scene I was looking for. You could drive a car till you don't want it. Just get out of it while it's moving and just walk away. Well, I don't feel like being in that car any longer. Just call Hertz. Hi, your car is drifting into the intersection of 28th and Broadway. If you're interested, it's now your problem. But see, this is a terrible realization. Because you should act in a way that if everybody acted that way, things would work out. You should, because it would be mayhem if everybody was like that. And most people kind of don't care. Most people are very selfish. Most people don't give a shit what happens as long as they get to do their favorite thing. People don't even want to back off from their favorite thing. They won't even do their second favorite thing. Like, you ever seen somebody like they're at an intersection and they want to make a left, but they're in the all the way right lane because they messed up. So now here's the guy. He's in the right lane and there's a lot of cars, like 6th Avenue, like a lot of cars. And he wants to make that left. So what does he do? He just does it anyway. He just goes ahead and he just shoves his car through everybody's life without any And everybody's beep, honking and outraged, and you always see the guy go, I have to. There's no other possible thing I could do. What else could I do except go up one more block and then go left and take 4 seconds? That's not my favorite way, though. That only meets 99% of my criteria. But I'm selfish.
I've been on the road a lot. I flew here, and I farted so many times on the plane. I farted so many times. You know when you're on the plane and you fart a couple of times and you're like, fair's fair. Everybody's farting. But then you keep going, you're like, this might be an issue. This might be an incident. That might be in the paper, I'm farting so much. I farted so much on that plane. And sure enough, when I landed, they gave me the plane. They're like, just take it home, you ruined it. We tried flying it around with all the doors open, it didn't help. Pig. I got stopped at security because something was in my bag. You know when your bag goes through the X-ray machine, and it's very high tech now. They keep upping the technology on the X-ray machine for the carry-ons. Who's still trying? Who's still putting a gun in their carry-on? Like, hey, maybe this time it'll work out, you know? But my bag got stopped, and I wasn't sure why. I knew I didn't have any liquids or anything, and the lady opened it, and sure, here's what happened. I had clay in my bag. Because I'm not an artist, but I like clay. I make little they're this big. I do. I make tiny and they're perfect. And I hold it and I walk around. It's okay. And then when I get upset, I smush it. Now you're nothing. Now you're nothing. Anyway, it relaxes me. So I didn't think about this in terms of security until the lady took it out. It's a plastic bag with gray clay. It looks like C4 plastic explosive. And she's like, what is this? And I said, it's clay from an art store. She goes, I can't let you have it. I said, all right. So she threw it away, and she says, have a nice flight. I'm like, look, either that's a bomb or it's not. Like, either give me my clay back, or ask me many questions, please. Is that the procedure? Hey, this guy has a bomb in his bag. Oh yeah, you can't have that on the plane, I'm sorry. Yeah. You can explode it here, but you can't take it on the plane, I'm sorry. Nah, I know it's stupid, it's just because of that one guy ruined it for everybody. But I never get irritated by traveling because I love to travel. I love that I get to do this and travel. I travel all over the world this year. I was in Europe, I was all over the place. And you know, when you travel, you don't get to have the things you're used to having, but you get to have things you never had before. That's a trade-off. Like I was in Sweden. Now, if you're in Sweden and you go to, like say you're at a hotel and you want breakfast, they don't have maple syrup. They just don't have it. But they do have do you have maple syrup? No, but we have I'll have that, that's fine. It's the same all over the world. You know, you go to Tokyo. Do you have peanut butter? No, but we have is that spicy? Same all over the world. You go to Africa.
Oh, okay, just the Swedish and the Japanese. No, yeah, that's right. No, you're right. Yeah, just the Swedes and the Japs, but don't around. Yeah, no, Africa's not okay, because they can't take a joke in Africa. They're very fragile people. So they need you to protect them against jokes. So good job. Rightly so. I'll skip Africa. I don't even know what it is. All right, whatever. But I like traveling. I like seeing people. I don't care about the place. I was in Glasgow, Scotland, and I was in a train station, and I saw this old man, old Scottish man, with a little boy, about 10 years old maybe, this tall, red hair, and he's holding his hand, and they're walking. It was really sweet. Then they got to the train, and the man's going to get on the train, but he bends over, and he kissed this little boy on the lips for a long time. They were like making, it was weird. He's like making, and the kid had his hand on the back of his head and everything. And I was like, oh no. Oh no. He's making out with that little boy. But then I look closer and I realized it's not a little boy, it's an old lady. It's a little old Scottish lady. But then I looked even closer and I was like, oh no, it is a kid. It's a little Scottish boy. And he looks old because life is hard there. His dad keeps kissing on the mouth and I went to the zoo. I was in Ohio. I went to the zoo. You go to the zoo when you're on the road, right? You don't go to the zoo in your hometown. It's not like you're at work like, I should hit the zoo. Oh, shit, it's gonna close. I just really want to see a monkey's face right now, really bad. It's gonna be a bad night if I don't look at a monkey. I'm gonna hit both my kids if I don't see a monkey tonight before I get home. Anyway, I went to the zoo in Ohio with a friend of mine, and we went to see the lion. And it's always a lion, you know, it's not a... The zoo lion's never like, "Argh." He's just sitting on a fake rock, just eating lamb chops from Costco. My friend said, that's really sad. He said, they should free that lion. I was like, what are you seeing in your mind exactly? Describe your wish to me. He said they should take that lion to Africa. And what, just let him out of the car? Good luck, lion. The lion's like, what the is this? Then the African lions walk up to him. Hey, man, how you doing? Where are you from? Columbus, Ohio. All right. Well, why don't you lift that tail, because my is going right in your ass.
Thank you. Thank you very much. This is exciting. My nipples are hard right now. They are. I just noticed it. Ooh, that kind of hurts. Hello, everybody. Nice to see you all. My name is Louie. I'm a 42-year-old divorced father. I got 2 kids, 2 girls, and it's, you know, the hardest part of being a parent really is just the days that you spend with your kids. That's really, ask any parent. You ask parents, like, is it the worrying? Is it saving? But no, it's just the
days. It's just every day. My kids wake me up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Okay, I don't get up at 6. Before I had kids, I blew off whole careers because I didn't want to get up. Like, I just won't be that then. And then you take them to school, and then you pick them up, take them home, then it's like, how early can I put them to bed that isn't child abuse? Like 4 p.m.? Putting your kids to bed is murder because they don't want to do it. They're just laying awake just like Clockwork Orange, just so excited. And I just want them to stop. I want to stop their ceaseless joy for life. So I can go watch Cash Cab and jack off and pass out. That's all I want. I love my kids, but I want them to stop at bedtime. So I just want them to go to sleep so I can eat all the ice cream in the house that would break their hearts if they knew how much ice cream. There's so much ice cream in the house, and I never give it to them. It's mine. I wait till they're sleeping, and I eat it in their room in the dark over their beds. And also, I'm a divorced dad, so when I'm with my kids, it's just me and 2 little girls. And that's a challenge. There's certain things, like we were in the airport the other day, I was taking my kids somewhere in New York, and they had to go to the bathroom. Now, when kids have to go to the bathroom, you don't get much warning. They don't go, hey, Dad, I kind of have to go. Should we start looking for a place? They just go, I'm going to poop in my pants in T-minus 5, 4, 3, and it's over. So you got to find a place. Now, take yourself through that logically. I'm a man. I've got 2 little girls. I'm not allowed in the ladies' room. I mean, not me personally. I didn't get banned. I can't go in the ladies' room because I got a big old penis. So I just can't go in. I'm not bragging that it's not big like porny, thrusty penis. It's just big like an old man's nose. Just kind of like, just kind of droop, like a lava lamp, just bloop. It's big in an upsetting way. You don't ever look at my penis. It's awful. Also, I'm not allowed in the ladies' room because I love looking at people's vaginas anytime that I have that opportunity. It's amazing that we still need separate rooms to pee in. As human beings, men are so disgusting that we can't be trusted to pee in the same room. So I have to take my girls to the men's room, which is awesome. Look, girls, 9 penises. 9 farting men shaking the pee off their big old penises. So I got to push them past that, and then we go in the stall. So I'm in a bathroom, airport stall with 2 little girls, all our luggage. There's a guy right here. Right here. There's a guy here. This dude, I can see his foot. He's trying to get leverage to harder. Like he's struggling. We can hear him. We're sharing this moment with him. He's like, oh, he's struggling. Like he's giving birth in the 1800s with no midwife, just in a barn. Just an old country whore dropping another baby in the hay. This is what this sounded like. And when he broke loose, it sounded like soup cans and pennies being shook out of an old duffel bag. And he's this close to my beautiful daughter's little tiny face, who, by the way, is shitting her brains out. This kid is no princess. She is cracking pipes. So she goes, then the other one, then it's my turn. I'm peeing. I'm trying not to fart in her faces. It's a challenge. That's what I'm trying to say. It ain't easy. But I love my girls. I'm trying to stay in shape. No, I'm not. I have a doctor who told me that I eat too fast. He said you should eat slowly. Because what happens is when you eat, there's a signal that goes from your stomach to your brain that says you're full. But it takes that signal 20 minutes to travel from your stomach. First of all, what a douchebag my body is. That it takes 20... What's taking 20 minutes? If I stub my toe, I know it instantly. And that's twice the distance. What's taking this signal 20 minutes? It's like... hey, Tit, what's up? What are you doing over here? My Tit's like, dude, get up there. We're getting fat. Hurry up. Ooh, excuse me. Hey, asshole, what are you doing? All right, I've disgusted you enough. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here on the 100th show.
You're
really.
one of my favorites, too. I mean, of all time. I think you're one of the greats of all time. I'm serious, man.
And we've been been friends a long time, but we've never formally hung out.
No.
Because you live in New York.
That's right.
And I live here.
That's
so
right.
I'm going to New York this weekend.
Oh, good.
But when you're out here, do you like being out here?
No, I hate it. I hate it. It's just a different... I think the thing about New York, people think that people are rude there. You know, and they're friendly in a different way. Like, a New Yorker will hold the door for you, but you got to get through the door. Like, you have like 2 seconds before the nice gesture becomes hatred, like seething hatred. You're like, go ahead. Go! All right, jeez. I'm in a hurry. I wasn't before. I wasn't even going in that building, but I guess I have to. Because you're making me. But people are used to being with each other. The thing about LA is that people are all in their cars, and they don't think about the people in the other cars as human beings sometimes. And things get kind of... People honk all the time here. And I really believe this, George, that if you own a car and you ever honked your horn once, you're a piece of shit. I really believe that. There's no legitimate reason to honk a horn. It's only selfish. It's supposed to be for safety, but what's that story that ends with, and then he honked his horn and everyone was saved? Like, what is that story? I think the idea in our heads is you'll be driving and a kid will run out in front of you, so you'll honk and then kill him. That's what would happen if you chose to spend your time beep. Well, he's dead now. At least he died in fear instead of joyful play. I got to announce his death with a horn. But no, the reason people honk is to critique that has already happened.
What do you mean? Like what? Like what?
Well, like it's not to avert, it's just to go beep, hey! Like, why do you get to sound a trumpet because you're unhappy? Why does everybody beep, you It's no different than being in a store and someone gets in front of you and you just go, ugh! Ugh! It's stupid. The other reason people honk is because they just don't want to wait. You're sitting in your car, you're sitting behind another car, the light turns green, and because he doesn't have your central nervous system, you go, bah! And I don't mean to accuse because I honk at everybody.
And there's no...
I do. I honk at people on the sidewalk for being ugly. I'm the worst. Beep, stay home, it's gross. So I'm worse than anybody else.
But tell everybody the story about how you almost got killed driving, but not in an accident. Just tell.
No, I almost got murdered by a young fellow. I was driving. I was living here at the time, and I was driving really fast. I was speeding because I was in a hurry. So I was making other people almost die because my bad judgment. So I'm driving, and then I realize there's a car next to me who's driving fast. It's a kid, like 19 years old, in a green Honda that he made at his house. You know those cars?
I do.
He's got spiky hair. And he keeps, so I'm like, good, I don't care. Let's both get to my show on time. I'm fine. He thinks we're racing. I'm not racing. But so we get to the next red light, and he's looking at me, and he's going, woo, like this. And I go, what happened to your hand? Like, I don't understand I don't know what that means. If other people don't know the thing, it doesn't scare them. He's like, whoa, and I'm like, I don't know it. So he goes, I said to him, listen, I'm not trying to go fast relative to you. I just have my own independent reason for my speed. And he got angry at all the words and everything. And he pulled out a gun and he pointed it at me. So I go through the red light. And he does too. And I was like, oh, I'm thinking, oh, he's trying to kill me, but he's not going to go through a red light, you know? I'm sure he's thinking ahead to how that's going to hurt his insurance premiums in the long run. So now I'm in a car chase in LA. I'm being chased, and it doesn't feel like a car chase. It's a beautiful day. I'm listening to Simon and Garfunkel on my radio. Being chased through, I am just a poor boy, though my story's seldom told. I've squandered. So I call 911 on my cell phone, and I go, there's a guy chasing me with a gun, and he's trying to kill me. That's what I said. And the lady goes, why is he doing that? I swear to God, why is he doing that? I'm like, is there a reason he could have that you would not send anyone to help me? Like, if I tell her the story... Like, I'm going to tell her the story, and she's going to go, it sounds like you made a mess for yourself. We're not going to get involved. So I did the same thing anytime I call a company and I don't like what. You hang up, you call again.
Right.
Right?
Get another person.
Get another person.
So I get another guy, he goes, 911, what's your emergency? And I tell him, and helicopters show up right away. I guess I just sound white enough to call in an airstrike. I'm nervous.
You are fantastic. Hey, if you ever seen Louis C.K. live, you have to see him live. Until then, watch Louis C.K.'s sitcom Louie, premiering June 29th at 11 o'clock on FX. My favorite comedian.